Battlefield 2042 is here in a few weeks. To many of you that play first-person shooters, you are probably most likely playing Call of Duty Warzone to this day on October 24th, 2021. But a lot of people are not really remembering another fantastic first-person shooter game that is now going to be coming into fruition in hopes of knocking Warzone off its high horse. Battlefield. What is Battlefield? It is very similar to Call of Duty, but it is actually a much wider field of battle that involves everything that is actually in military combat. From tanks to boats to planes to regular infantry weaponry, there is a lot to offer with these games. And not only have these games gone, far and wide with weapons and, military tactics, but they have also traveled back in time further than Call of Duty has ever gone, all the way back to World War I, and have done so in such a pleasurable way. Now, of course, a lot of people do not play Battlefield compared to Call of Duty. As a matter of fact, everyone says that Battlefield will never compare to Call of Duty. And at first, I saw that as a possibility. But with Battlefield 2042, that could possibly change everything. Warzone is at its worst right now, with a lot of fans leaving the game to go to Apex. Or there's a lot of people going over to, what was it called? Fortnite? Yeah, Fortnite as well. But a lot of people are also getting ready for Battlefield 2042. 2042 is going to be very similar to what Battlefield 4 was, which was current day warfare. And it's going to be interesting to see what they bring to the table, but there's just one major thing that I am worried with. Who is the development team for this? Now, I do not have all of the unnecessary info for this topic, but not only am I worried about who the development team is, but also who is going to be doing everything, and how much Battlefield 2042 will have to offer. See, this will be a very big turning point in who holds the crown for best first-person shooter. Battlefield can definitely take the top spot here, but they have to be careful and to not be lazy. With Battlefield 5, it was very, very lazy, design and development. With Battlefield 1, honestly improving in selection of everything as well as better maps, gameplay, art, and story. So there's a lot wrong in the terms of Battlefield 5 era. And so let's just hope that 2042 can definitely pick up the slack that 5 could not, handle. Now, back in the day of the Battlefield 4 era, there were a lot more fans than there are today. Definitely a lot more. But I can understand why a lot of people left when it came to going back to the classic age of older warfare, from World War I to World War II. It's just, everybody was enjoying the current day fighting system that there was, but then all of a sudden it took a really weird turn. Now, I will never understand the frustration of why World War I wasn't interesting to a lot of people, but when it came to World War II, I got it right away. Not only was the gameplay really bad, it was just hard to control, and the maps I could just never get used to. But again, this is just an opinion. If you do enjoy Battlefield 5, I'm super, super happy that you do. I hope you continue to enjoy playing it. And, even if you prefer that over 2042, it's perfectly fine. This is just coming from a perspective. So, where exactly does Battlefield fit into the first-person shooter realm? Well, compared to Call of Duty, I'd say that Battlefield is the best game out there, in terms of, actual thinking in combat. And with Call of Duty, you just run and gun. And I'm not saying that isn't fun, because believe me, I loved Modern Warfare 3 just as much as anybody else did. Oh, my God, give me more. Oh. There isn't a lot of that in Battlefield. There actually are options for that in the game, but there's not a whole entire lot of players that play those. So it's unfortunate, and it'll never be the same as Call of Duty. Call of Duty, I think, definitely did better in terms of, how the battle system worked and whatnot. So, but I'll give them credit for that. Now, there are honestly not a whole lot of military first-person shooter games like that can really compete with Call of Duty. The only actual one that could do that is definitely Battlefield, and what's the other one? It wasn't Trouble in Terrorist Town. It was I think it was Counter-Strike. Yeah, Counter-Strike. There are a lot of people that enjoy Counter-Strike. And I'm not going to even throw Tom Clancy into the mix, because Tom Clancy, that is it's a third-person military game. There's it's very different, than the rest. You have your squad, you take down drug lords and stuff like that, which is a neat concept. But the last time that they actually did something like this, with Call of Duties and Battlefields, first person, go to war kind of style, and military warfare, was Rainbow Six Siege, I believe, way back in... I thought I remember the game being released in like 2015 or something, or maybe it was a little bit later. And of course, I could be way off. It could correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, so there's unfortunately not a lot of competition, and there definitely needs to be. Because I could definitely, or actually, yes, Apex Legends, of course. Apex Legends is another really gigantic title out right now. But Apex, or actually no, they just released the 3v3 combat thingy on there. So that's really neat. But Apex Legends isn't necessarily war. I'd say it's more or less just... how do you say it? It's just another good, really battle royale title. But when it comes to warfare, you got Call of Duty and Battlefield. So, it's not that Warzone doesn't have competition. It's definitely got it out there. And Apex has definitely outdone Warzone a few times. But it seems to me Warzone ain't really going to be going anywhere for a long time. Now, of course, I will not support Activision because of... what they've done to their co-workers, what they've done to their women, what they have done to their, fans. They've ignored their fans for a long time, and they have really, really upset the masses. So, I'm not going to be making any videos dedicated to, like, Vanguard or whatnot, because Vanguard right now is already getting hate online because of the gameplay style that's on there right now, and it doesn't surprise me at all. Cold War seemed kind of cool, actually. They kind of threw it back to like a Black Ops 1 kind of play style, and they took the past into today. And it was very neat, actually. There hasn't been a strict 1970s gameplay style game, I think, since Black Ops 1. And it was nice to see something different, Cold War style, somewhere in the Vietnam era kind of gaming. Which, that needs to be done, if you ask me, Vietnam War. Because I know that a lot of stuff happened there. And having like a Vietnam kind of style game, like Cold War, would be kind of neat, because that aisle has not been explored yet, which kind of surprises me. I know that war wasn't, necessarily the greatest, in terms of how American history, but then again, neither was World War One. So I guess I could kind of see how they haven't made that yet. But either way, it's the thing I am proud of Battlefield with the most is the fact that they are open to new ideas and not just repeating the same thing over and over and over again, like with 2042, they're taking a similar route to what Call of Duty did with Black Ops 2, if you ask me. Not too far in the future. It's not too futuristic. It's not overboard like Advanced Warfare. That is good. That is what we need, today. We really need some good games published out there, for the big fans of gaming. Like watching television is kind of dying out these days. Gaming could do the same thing, if there aren't good games being released out there for the people. And that's going to be really sad, because gaming's been around forever, and more and more people are getting into it, which is nice, because people have a much more appropriate escape than than what people are used to back in the day. So that's nice. Let's like seriously, game publishing companies, if you can hear me, we are begging for you to make a difference. It has been years since good things have happened in the gaming world, and I really hope it gets better soon. Alright. Other than that, I do not have much more info in terms of Battlefield 2042. I have played the open beta, which unfortunately the beta is now closed, and it does show a lot of promise. I think that there's going to be a lot to offer. However, I could be wrong. I could be very, very wrong. Because look what Call of Duty did. Again. So, who knows? But I hope you all have enjoyed, and I hope you all are doing well. Thank you guys all so much for coming on in and saying hello. And as always, I'll see you all next time with another Dragonlight vlog video. I don't know what game I'm going to be doing next, but I know that this, Battlefield 2042 was a very important game that I wanted to talk about because it is my favorite first-person shooter of all time. But also, we will be exploring, more into what y'all like to see, in your favorite game categories as well. I am sorry. So, thank you guys again. I hope you all have enjoyed. Take good care of yourselves. Make sure your mental health is in good check. And as always, this has been the Dragon that burning out.